Hello everyone, and today I'm joined by my sister once again. Say hello.
Hello.
So today we're gonna try to predict what's gonna happen in Heaven Sent. So yeah, because Clara's dead. He's been teleported to this weird place. What's gonna happen? So what do you think's gonna happen?
Well, I think he is gonna face some monster or something.
Like the veil thing from the trailer.
Yeah, and he is. I think he has to trick it. So I think it's like an interesting plot with some riddles or something that he has to figure out, and maybe I think this weird palace where he's entrapped. I think there are some things that try to trick him, like the things are not what they look like, and I think that it's a lot of mind games, which I find kind of intriguing.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like this huge puzzle thing where he has to like solve puzzles and stuff. But then if he solves like all of the puzzles, like a gate thing will open to Gallifrey because we saw in like the first trailer we saw like a gate thing that opens with like some light stuff in the background and the Doctor. So I think it's gonna be like if he can solve all of the puzzles, it's gonna like open into Gallifrey or something. And the veil, it sounds a bit like the Valiard, so it could be the Valiard.
I don't know enough about that, but it sounds really interesting.
It could be, I guess. Or it could be like Epic Fate Reveal 1. I don't think it's going to be the Valiant. It could be something to do with Omega. There's a lot of rumours. Yeah.
That's really exciting.
And I think, the Clara painting thing we saw in the trailer is going to be like designed to, well, he says in the trailer, this thing is designed to terrify me. So I think he means that like the Clara painting and stuff it's basically just there to terrify him, and then he will have to solve puzzles, and he's being chased by this creature at the same time. I think it's going to be like that. And then there have been some rumors about Paul McGann and David Tennant returning because they were seen in Cardiff when they filmed this episode. So what do you think about that?
That I think
We might
is
see
really interesting.
We might see a Paul McGann cameo.
Wow, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, we might. It's only rumors, but yeah.
Okay, what do you think about like quality? Do you think this will be a good episode or like a medium episode or like a bad one?
I think it's gonna be really good. I think it's gonna be like 8 out of 10.
I think that if it's cleverly constructed, it could be really good because it seems like it's simple but not stupid.
Yeah.
Because it's the Doctor and this creature, and there's a lot of traps, a lot of mind games, and it seems that it's gonna be like, you know, if there was too many things happening, you might not get in depth with the stuff, and you might not like it might not get really interesting because a lot of things has to happen. But this seems like that we really get to like explore the theme, and I think that could be interesting. Like with a slow pace, that could be really interesting. But on the other hand, if they do something stupid in it, the whole plot could just collapse.
Yeah, it's like you have to be careful. I think it'll be like one of those stories where like one tiny thing could destroy the entire story. Yeah. Like one tiny line of dialogue where he says something cheesy could destroy the story. Like
yeah, but if they don't do that, it seems like the pace and the concept really could do something nice.
Yeah. I agree with you on that one. Well, that thing. Yeah. So overall, what do you think the story is going to be like?
Like I said, hopefully like slow paced and interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe with some plot twists. Well, I hope there are going to be plot twists and mind games, like where we think something and maybe we have a lot of theories, and then there's a plot twist and we have different theories, and then the plot twists like again. I love those episodes where you thought something,
but then something else.
But it can't be like Pandorica. It can't be like
no.
The reason you thought something is because they changed it. I don't like that. It has to be like something you could have seen. So when it happens, you're like, wow, is that what that was? Why didn't I see it? Oh my god, you were right.
Yeah, like
friend, someone who had that theory. Yeah, that I like.
Like, the person in the background turned out to be the master, like Missy. Back in series 8, there's like this theory that Missy was the master, which she was, but everyone was like, oh, that's too obvious. She's not gonna be the master because she's called Missy Mistress Master. Of course, that's like, that's not gonna happen. It's way too obvious.
But then
It happened. So it's like,
that's a perfect example of what I'm saying. You are like so intrigued and you can't figure out what it is, and it just builds and builds and builds, and you have a ton of theories.
but it's staring
And
in
then
the
when
face.
the real theory comes along, nothing that happened before contradicts it. I hate when the reason why you didn't figure it out was that they actually contradicted themselves. That's just bad craftsmanship.
Yeah, like, the same thing with the Missy thing. Like, it was so obvious, no one had expected it. It was like clever because it was not very clever, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it was kind of double bluff.
Yeah, because I had sort of expected. I had like 20 theories on who she might be, but and the master one was like the least likely one. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out some of our other videos if this is the first video you've seen by me, and well, my sister is in quite a lot of my videos. So
thankfully.
have a nice day, everyone, and bye.